Yo, what's up guys? Victor Kamunga here with another Everything Technology video. I've been rocking the iPhone 12 as my daily driver for a few months now. Prior to rocking this phone, I was actually using the iPhone XR for probably almost 2 years. So if you're coming from an older iPhone device, you're really gonna enjoy this review. Let's get right into it. Coming from an iPhone XR or even an iPhone 11, you'll notice the iPhone 12 has a slightly smaller profile with a bigger display. The device brings back that glass back that was first introduced with the iPhone 8 and that sharp boxy look of the iPhone 4. There's a lot of opinions out there on the design language, but I have to say, even though it may feel like regression in a way, and maybe even a lack of innovation, I still appreciate this new look from an old take. I went with this green colorway not by choice, but simply because somebody on the Facebook marketplace was selling it for $500, so I just had to cop it. If I purchased it brand new, I probably would have went for the blue colorway instead. Aside from the design language, the next noticeable difference is in the display. We finally have an OLED panel that looks incredible with its 2K resolution and 460 ppi. At 625 nits, this display is bright enough for most environments. Whether you're watching a quick YouTube video or streaming content on Netflix, I'm confident you're going to enjoy this bright, vibrant panel. So Apple says there's a ceramic shield on the front of this device, which has 4 times better drop performance. Being clumsy, I did drop this phone on concrete a week after I purchased it. Luckily, it held up pretty well. There is a few dings, but no major cracks here, which was surprising to see. Now, that won't happen again because my friends at UAG blessed your boy with the skates. But anyway, this phone can also be submerged up to 6 meters underwater in up to 30 minutes. So that's a slightly better water resistant rating than last year. Another new thing with the iPhone 12 is Magsafe. I personally haven't had the chance to use it yet, but I'm sure in the near future I'll probably be picking up a Magsafe charger. But essentially, Magsafe allows you to charge your device wirelessly through a magnetic connection to the back of this phone. It can output up to 15 watts of power, which is pretty fast for a wireless charger. Let me know down in the comment section if you've started using Magsafe on your new iPhone and how you're liking it so far. Now, the last new thing with the iPhone 12 is 5G, and you're probably thinking to yourself, maybe I need to upgrade to one of these new iPhones because they have 5G. And what I would say to that is, please do not upgrade to any device because it has 5G, especially in 2021, because 5G is more of a marketing tactic than anything. Companies are just using this to get you to upgrade to their new device. But to be honest with you guys, there's just not enough 5G towers out there to where it's worth upgrading to a whole device just because of 5G. And plus, if you go ahead and run that speed test, you're gonna see, even though it says 5G on the top right corner of the phone, you're not getting 5G speeds. In terms of specs, the iPhone 12 is rocking Apple's latest and greatest, the A14 Bionic chip, which is a 6-core processor with a 4-core GPU. Apple's claiming 50% speeds, which is pretty ridiculous. It's noticeably faster coming from the iPhone XR, and I'm pretty confident this chip will hold up pretty well the next few years. Anything from navigating across iOS 14 to playing graphic-intensive games, it's pretty smooth. If you're coming from an older iPhone device, you are going to absolutely love how snappy the new A14 Bionic chip is. Just like its previous predecessors, we still have 2 cameras on the back of this device. The wide lens is a 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.6 aperture, and the ultra wide lens is a 12 megapixel sensor as well with an f2.4 aperture. The selfie camera is also a 12 megapixel sensor with an f2.2 aperture. Now, pictures from all of these sensors are wonderful, and I expected nothing less from Apple. Here's some pictures I took, and you can be the judge of that. As far as video goes, what's new is Dolby Vision HDR video recording at up to 30 FPS. Here's some video footage so you can also be the judge of that as well. So you're probably wondering, how does this compare in terms of battery life to its previous predecessors? Keeping in mind that this has a slightly smaller battery with a slightly bigger display than last year's iPhone 11. And I have to say, in terms of my usage, on a heavy day where I'm watching a lot of content or on social media pretty consistently, it lasts me almost the entire day, with about like 10, maybe even under that, as I'm ending off my day. But if it's a day where I'm not using my phone as much, where I'm listening to a ton of music, and really just the average day where I'm just listening to a lot of music, with some social media and some web browsing, then it did last me the entire day with probably about 20 to 30% of battery life. So if you are concerned about battery life, no, it's not any worse. And that's probably because of the new OLED panel, which I'm sure it does help with battery life, and with iOS 14, it is probably optimized a little bit better for this slightly smaller battery. Thank you so much for watching my review, and I really appreciate the support lately on my recent videos. But anyway, if you enjoyed this one, be sure to leave me a thumbs up down below, comment down below if you have any feedback, and subscribe if you'd like to see more great content like this. Bye.